Okay, so now we've finished the weft yarn all the way across from the bottom to the top. Now you just need to take it off of the loom and get rid of all these long ends. So you're going to turn it over to the back side, take a pair of scissors, and just cut the spring that was your warp yarn right down the middle all the way across. Once you've cut that, then you can just start taking it out of those slots where you first put it in. Remove it carefully, because when you're done, you can reuse this loom to make another one if you want. Okay, and you also need to untape those back edges that you taped down initially. Okay, so then you're going to go to the other end and do the same thing. Take those all out of the slots and untape where you started. And now you can remove the loom. So the first thing you're going to do is go down and start tying the ends together. So you're going to take two of the warp yarns that are side by side and just tie them in a double knot. Okay, and you're going to go all the way along each of the edges doing that. So I'm just going to skip over here to the end, so you're going to keep doing that with all of the ones here. You'll end up with one extra here and where you started your weft yarn, so you'll tie those two together as well. Okay, so once you have all of those tied together, I know I only did a few, but imagine you've got all of those together. Depends on what you used here. If you want to, you can leave that hanging there, or you can go back and just trim the threads or the string off. Okay, so that they're all off like that. So then you've got to go to the ones on the side. So you're going to take the two that are adjacent to each other and you're going to tie them together. And you pick an edge that's going to be your back and have it so they go to the back. Now if it's a really thick one, like this one that I have here, what you might want to do is just take a piece of tape and tape it down, because it's probably going to be hard to tie it together. So you might just want to tape that to the back, whereas ones that are like these two, you can probably just tie those in a knot. Okay, so you're going to tie them together and then you're just going to trim the edges off. So when you're all done, it's going to be like this one. So you can see where I've tied all the warp yarns together. And then on the back, I tied the edges together, and a few of them that were a little bit bigger or maybe didn't stay. Some of the ribbon I found didn't stay in a tight knot. So I just put a little piece of tape on that as well. Okay, so when it's all done, you've got your piece of weaving, and you could use it for something like a coaster for a coffee mug, or just hang it up, whatever you like. Okay, so that is how you can do some cardboard loom weaving with whatever you have in your house.